Did Khrushchev believe in communism? Have you ever wondered about the beliefs of one of the most controversial leaders during the Cold War? Nikita Khrushchev, who led the Soviet Union in the 1950s, had a complex relationship with communism. He was indeed a committed believer in communism, but his vision was different from that of his predecessor, Joseph Stalin. Khrushchev saw communism as the guiding ideology for the Soviet Union and aimed to create a society based on Marxist-Leninist principles. His ultimate goal was to achieve a classless and stateless communist society. One of the most significant actions that reflected Khrushchev's belief in communism was his campaign of de-Stalinization. He famously denounced Stalin's cult of personality and the brutal methods used during Stalin's rule. Khrushchev wanted to reform the Soviet system to be less oppressive while still adhering to the communist framework. He promoted a new intellectual openness and sought to reduce the terror that had characterized Stalin's era. His secret speech in 1956 criticized the abuses of power but reaffirmed the ultimate goal of communism as the future of society. Khrushchev also launched vigorous anti-religious campaigns, viewing religion as incompatible with communism. He believed that communism, which is based on atheism and scientific materialism, could not coexist with religious institutions. His efforts aimed to diminish the influence of the Russian Orthodox Church and other religious groups, seeing them as obstacles to achieving an atheist society. In terms of economic and political policies, Khrushchev was pragmatic. He believed in the eventual victory of communism worldwide but recognized the need for peaceful coexistence with capitalist countries. This approach was essential to avoid costly military conflicts. He emphasized economic development, particularly in agriculture and industry, as vital to strengthening socialism. Khrushchev was also committed to the international communist movement. He wanted to spread communism globally but was aware of the economic weaknesses within the Soviet bloc. His leadership aimed to maintain Soviet leadership of the socialist world while managing tensions with both the West and communist allies like China. From the perspective of the United States in the 1950s, Khrushchev's belief in communism was seen as a direct ideological threat. His aggressive rhetoric, including the famous statement, "We will bury you," reinforced the image of communism as a harsh system opposed to American democratic and religious values. In summary, Nikita Khrushchev was a genuine believer in communism. He was committed to its principles and goals but sought to reform and adapt the Soviet system to make it more sustainable and less brutal than under Stalin. His leadership marked a complex period in which the Soviet Union aimed to demonstrate the superiority of communism while navigating the realities of Cold War politics and internal challenges.